they took it to Evandro and Arthur. 21-6, I believe, that they beat them. I mean, that's a score you don't see very often. Let's take a look at some stats here for Schalk, how they handle the pressure of this one.
Yeah, there's a look at some of the numbers for the Capogrossos. 4th in total digs for Playa del Carmen.
Now we are getting underway as Tomas, Argentina in the white, USA in the red, and the back set to James Shaw squeaks its way through the block. Schalk with the float serve. Finding Nico early, and Nico fading away. Nice little tap down to the sideline.
That looks almost lackadaisical in his approach, but he's got such length.
I like that serve. Wow. What touch, Rich Lamport, on that serve from Tomas there. This one to the line. Excellent pass from Nico. Little poke down. Good pickup from Tomas. And then Nico quickly optioning into the corner just out of reach of Schalk. Anyone runs it actually any faster than the way James Shaw sets that ball to Schalk. On the men's side especially.
And that started with a great dig from Kamer to get it going in system. And again, Nico's so crisp with that tap down cross court.
Angle blocks is the call here for USA. First ball heading the way of Tomas. And Tomas blocked but covered. Another chance here, and a quick little line slap for Tomas gets James Shaw on the way up.
Well, sometimes people, like a little bit of a leadership veteran role too, and I think it suits Nico well. Wow.
And I think that set and swing. Cut shot option right on the sideline. Switch sides. Argentina moving over to the good side. Wind in their face. It's kind of been the theme in the flow of the wind this whole tournament long. Free ball for Argentina after a tough serve. Cross court scoop. That one's going to be close. Nico plays it. And another deep flat middle swing. Doing his best dodgeball impression out there. Out wide. Tomas climbing the ladder and smashing. Back to Shaw they go. Nice shot. Good movement here for Argentina. Tomas wants to go behind, and he squeaks it under the... Good serve back to Shaw. Inside quick to Shaw that time. He finds a kill and a much needed one for USA to stay alive here.
Only one ace to show for it and quite a few errors, so he's going to need to step that up as we creep closer to set 2. Not just yet. Carolina in her post-game interview talked about working all summer, yes. Which is their off season. So I think that got some. I think that got some line.
First time using this format here in the elites. Teams and players still getting accustomed to it as we get going in set number 2. And Tomas tagging the end line for the ace. Nico finds a seam inside of the angle block of Shaw. Nico continuing to work overhead. Good timing. Covered though from Argentina. Trouble on that play there. Tomas with an errant touch. Nico out wide. Finds some space down the line. A lot of line left there for USA.
Service weaponry. They haven't really been able to apply too much pressure to Argentina.
Schalk into the right hand. Good touch from Shaw, but it's going to be a block for big Nico Capogrosso.
Came and almost swung at the ball. Have a look. Don't see spinning off the arms of Nico Capogrosso. It's not easy to set that ball for Tomas.
There's a little off speed. Nico overhead. Trying to go back to that ankle chop that's been working, and Shaw shutting it down. USA now closing that gap to just 1. Tomas out wide, finding the hands, and now Shaw and Schalk have found the zone. Cheap balls, which I think are even harder to dig than true topspin swings. Good handwork, good setup there from United States.
All right, so now, yeah. On the back of some great blocking again for James Schalk, closing down that line slither. That's when they start calling the ball.
And I think when the teams end up side setting, I think it increases the chances, which I don't agree with. Nice scoop. Nico, the no-looky cookie down the line. A ton today, maybe hasn't needed it. Wouldn't be surprised if he starts going back to it. Nice turn back there from Shaw. Good timing on the option.
Yeah, and again, as you mentioned.
Jump serve down the line. Out wide. Tomas into the waiting arms of big James Shaw. The pass from Shaw. Fast line swing from Shaw. That's a confident walk back to the service line for Shaw in set number 1. Not the case here. So credit to USA for making some good in-game adjustments. Argentina to stay alive in this one. They do as he fires a rocket at the face of Schalk. Nice serve to the sideline. Schalk with authority, and USA, they come back roaring here in set number 2, United States, and some excellent blocking, some excellent handwork from Shaw.
And they've also settled into a really nice offensive rhythm, as you kind of see.
Start set number 3. Schalk from the right, gonna chip to that line. Nice read from Tomas. Tomas gonna chip line, good read from Schalk. Both teams with a little line to line. Tomas getting stuck at the net for the touch, and the option from Nico goes wide, or long, excuse me. Nice swing that time from Nico, working the seam overhead. 1-all. Schalk a little bit out of the middle, and the baby cut back to the line, drops. Well, you're that big, it doesn't matter where you hit it from, as long as it's going down. Oh my, look at that serve. Thomas Capogrosso, and he's starting to rev up the engine, Rich.
Little flex down and screams, throwing one to Kame on that good side, and then that opens him up to hit that one.
Schalk overhead, right into the hands. Big Nico Capogrosso, big bro securing a block.
Yeah, that's little brother propping him up, and now he gets the big stuffy.
Back to the middle, this time Shaw takes it. And that is so fast. Excellent bump set from Shaw.
It's easy pickings for the big fella.
Good pass, Shaw overhead. Trying to go to the low line. Nico Capogrosso looking for some love from his younger brother.
Top coach in the States right now for beach volleyball.
No question. Shaw out of the middle, lots of room in the angle. He loves to crank it there. Kane, though, getting hands on a lot of digs right now. Pulling it out to Shaw. He tries to go low line. It's covered. Right in the face of Nico Capogrosso. Schalk from the right. Chesty dig from Tomas, but just out of reach. So another side out here. Option goes down. Maybe a bit forced, but required there for James Schalk. Shaw from the left. Off speed, cut shot goes down. Haven't seen that. 13-11. Tough ball here. Shaw from off the net, and he finds a way. Second match point for Argentina. Works to the middle, creates some trouble here for Argentina. Nico Capogrosso sneaks it under the block of James Shaw for the big swing and the celly to boot.
Grandes cojones, I think they say in Argentina.